Well, it seems once again Megan Thee Stallion is spewing more of this hateful community, or should I say, black community destroying rhetoric that has been around maybe for a few decades in our community, but it really has gained a lot of steam lately during the social media era. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this quick clip, and then we'll get back and discuss. Now, mind you, this was filmed during her set at the Essence Festival, which could be some kind of hidden propaganda behind that, but let's go ahead and play this.
And just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need y'all.
So you hear her. She's saying that she don't need us. Oh, or they don't need us. Not her, but all of them. And if you can kind of hear in the background, ain't a whole lot of people saying, yeah, you don't hear a lot of cheering. You just, kind of sound like some, little, like people talking under their breath, probably saying, what the hell is she talking about? But anyway, she's still trying to spew that little, like I said, that negative rhetoric. Now, let's discuss Megan Thee Stallion shower. One, Megan, well, the name Stallion, we've already discussed that. That's a male, that's a male horse, more like a gelded horse or whatever. The proper term for a woman would be a mare, but I guess that doesn't rhyme. It doesn't make, it doesn't sound good. So she just pretty much compares herself to a male horse, which is probably why she can say she don't need no man, because she probably thinks she is a man. But anyway, let's get back. Megan Thee Stallion, still fairly young, okay? Still in her 20s. She's in nice shape. She looks nice. She looks good. I mean, let's just be honest. She's a pretty black woman. So she still is in that mindset and she's young. She's physically fit, mentally fit. She still got to make her own money. And anything she needs, she can call on somebody to come temporarily and get it done. So, and she gets all the attention that she could possibly want in her life. So she may think that she truly doesn't need a man. But as we know, this type of thinking pretty much disappears by the time women are in their 40s or 50s. Because you rarely see a woman in her past the early 30s speak like this, right? So my question is this, because obviously she hasn't lived a certain life for her to speak like this. I want to know, what is it about men that you don't need? Now, you say you want us, okay, and what do you want us for? Because like you said, you don't need us, because you can pretty much do everything you want, anything you want yourself. So what is it about us that you don't need? See what I'm saying? Because like, if I'm thinking from a man's perspective, let's say if I say I don't need a woman, what you won't hear a man say, mainly what we'll say is, man, women can't live with them, can't live without them. That's what we'll say. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand the dynamics of the male-female relationship and the family bond and structure and the importance of it. Right? Matter of fact, the scriptures say what? Man, it's not good for man to live alone. So he created Eve. I mean, come on now. It's just, you're going against biblical principles and text when you saying that you don't need us, or we don't need, we don't need each other, what have you. But if I would say, hey, I don't need a woman, the first question that should be asked is, what is it about a woman that you don't need? Why you feel you don't need them? Well, let's say if I say, well, I can, pay my own bills, go to work. I can fix anything around my house. I can fix my car. If I can't do it, I can call somebody or take it to the shop and get it taken care of. What else? Clean the house. I can do that myself, but if I ain't got time, or, if it gets out of hand, I can call somebody to temporarily come do it. Things of that nature, cook something to eat. I really don't do a lot of cooking. I try to eat more raw vegetables and fruits, but if I need something to eat, I can whip something up pretty good. I've been cooking, most of my adult life and childhood, a lot of my childhood too, thanks to, watch my mom and dad. But if I need something quick, fast, and hurry, I can always order something out to eat, go get it, pick it up, have it delivered. So with that being said, what's missing? And what's missing is the companionship, the communication, being able to talk to someone that you can trust, that you can love, that respects you. Men, we want to be needed. We like taking care of things. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all got it good, because if you do right by a man, or if y'all do right by each other, we're going to make this a one-sided conversation. If you do right by a man, that dude will do for you forever. Without no animosity, no hatred in his heart. He can understand that, man, you just can't get it right. Something ain't right. I'm going to come in here and fix it. I'm going to come in here and save it. And let that be the reason. That's what we do. But when you take it for granted and you don't really realize what it takes to do what we do on a daily basis, dealing with the outside world and then coming in and dealing with you, whether good or bad, and trying to make sure that you're taken care of. We may not get you all the fancy things and the luxurious things and all that, but we definitely want to make sure that you are taken care of. But like I said, what we need, is a companionship. Someone we can trust, someone we can make a family with, sit in the bed, things of that nature. I mean, it's only so much that lotion and a toy can do for a person. Man or women, eventually, you're going to want that intimate touch. And it's in that connection. But with that, you can't forget the other parts of it. Like I say, the whole relationship thing, because if it's just a sexual, physical nature and that's it, I mean, that's what destroys people's emotions. That's what makes them, kind of emotional wrecks, because they're missing something and they don't know what they're missing. But what kills me about this here too is that, why is this being spewed by women who have men? Like, not too long ago, Sierra tried to do a video. Did she put that song out? I don't remember. That was like way back in May. But anyway, remember she was doing a video and doing a song talking about her independent women. And everybody like, man, you got you a husband. They make a lot of money. You will take care of. Don't put that stuff out there. But then she try to explain it. But still, you can't explain it when you done made it. Because if what you're doing is not that great, then get out of it. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody keeping you there because you're strong and independent. Right. Who else? Cardi B. Albeit maybe in a dysfunctional marriage by the way it looks from our standpoint. But she's married to Offset. Is that who it is? And they be going through some stuff, but she, accused him of cheating. He subliminally accused her of cheating. But I ain't heard nothing about no divorce. I ain't seen them unfollow each other on those social media platforms. I ain't saying took the ring off. She's still with that dude. And Megan Thee Stallion. She was dating, what was his name? Fontaine or something. For a while. Went through this whole trial with Tory Lanez. And then after it was over with, they're no longer together. I don't know if she broke up with him or he broke up with her, but they're not together, right? But then next thing you know, she's in a relationship with a soccer player from overseas. So it ain't like she's single for long. And now just wait for, what's this girl? Kiki. Wait for Kiki Palmer. Let's see how she does. Because right now she's on a tirade trying to prove to the world, trying to prove to her man, I guess trying to make a man jealous, which is what a lot of them try to do, especially at that age. Like I say, when you're young, you can do that because you got all other opportunities in the world, and guys are looking at you, giving you attention. None of them probably want to marry you or settle down with you, but definitely get that attention that you want for sure. But we'll see how Keke Palmer, how it plays out, because usually this is what they do. They'll get out here and try to prove that they can make it. They're making it, and then they're trying to, misery loves company. So she make her little videos and her T-shirt, and then go on stage and talk about it, ex-boyfriend, her baby daddy, but still makes you look silly because you had a baby by this dude before he put a ring on your finger. I mean, he looks silly too, but you look silly because, like I said, you talking all this noise, but yet you showing your actions show different. That you too need to be in a relationship. Lori Harvey, the same thing. If Lori Harvey wasn't in a relationship, probably wouldn't nobody talk about her, because people like to see her, quote unquote, women like to see her, quote unquote, win. Get a man, they break up, oh, she got another boyfriend. So see how she bounced back so fast? The hell ain't bouncing back that fast. She just ain't trying to be alone. Come on now. You say you don't need us, but if you don't need it, it's kind of like this. That's like me saying, I don't smoke, but it's like me saying I don't need no cigarettes. But I'm buying like 5 packs a day, buying a carton every couple of days, a week or whatever. I don't know how they come, but you see what I'm saying? But I'm always smoking every day, chain smoking, but I don't need it. I'm not making sense. But now I need water, some kind of hydration. So I'll drink water, drink juice, eat watermelon, eat fruits, vegetables, whatever that you need. You need vitamins and minerals in your life. So I take supplements. You need to exercise. So I try to exercise or stay moving, every day. These are the things. Need sleep. So I go to sleep. Don't sit there and say you don't need sleep. We won't sleep, but we don't need sleep. No, you need sleep. But like I say, your actions are showing something totally different. But then I looked up, tried to get some studying or read some studies or read some peer-reviewed articles. And I tried to Google, is it unhealthy to be alone? And what I read from the AARP.org website, because this is for AARPs for older people, so this is something good, because one day, Megan and Kiki and Cardi, well, y'all are married, never mind. Kiki and, Megan, when you get older and you past the age of hollering that you don't need no man, you gonna need that AARP card to get them discounts. Here's what they say. They say, is it unhealthy to be alone a lot? Now, I'm gonna tell you like this, here. Ain't nobody, well, I say myself personally, no, I'm not trying to be around nobody like 24/7. That's because everybody you need your alone time and you need your companionship time always. It doesn't matter if you're single, married, talking about a husband, a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, mama, daddy, sister, brother, co-workers, whatever. Nobody wants to be around people 24/7. People like that, something is really missing in their life. But it says, is it unhealthy to be alone a lot? And it says the upshot, this is on, let's say the AARP.org. It said the upshot is that while alone time has many physical, emotional, and spiritual benefits when enjoyed in moderation, spending too much time alone can damage the mind and body. We function best when there is a balance, when we spend healthy time alone and at the same time nurture our close relationships. Here's another one from the mind.org.uk. He said, what are the effects of being alone? Some research suggests that loneliness can increase stress. It's also associated with an increased risk of certain mental health problems. For example, depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and sleep problems. But yet, you got these untrained individuals out here rapping and singing and doing movies and TV shows telling you don't need a man. But then I got one last question. If you don't need a man and you're not trying to impress a man, why do you spend so much money on your hair, your makeup, your nails, wear clothes that are so tight fitting that people gonna look? Because it can't be comfortable. It's not blue jeans and stuff like that. Some of the fabric may be comfortable, but you go out here and try to look flawless. You go work out. Some people say they do it for themselves, but that's not true. A lot of people like attention. Some people do want to be healthy. I get it. But why do you spend so much time in your look, in your non-natural look, to try to look gorgeous or to try to catch attention from people that you don't want? Unless you're part of the LMNOP community, then okay, I understand it. Then you just need to come out and say that. Because a lot of us believe that women do all this stuff to impress each other and not us, to try to look better than the next girl and not really trying to impress us men. I don't know. I can't understand that train of thought because I always try to look good, to attract attention, not to make no dude jealous. That's for dang sure. It was never for the dudes. It was always for the attention of the ladies when I was, it's just how I was. That's just how I was in my younger years. So right now it's mainly, for myself and just want to look good, this, that, and the third for my family, for my woman or whatever. But, but still, that still would mean, trying to look good for the ladies, right? But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Like I say, they need to stop spewing this message, because this is doing nothing but keeping our community apart. Because you have women who don't have the opportunities, the options that people like Megan Thee Stallion have, and they believe that same stuff and they try to live that same life and end up not having what they need. Because there's a lot of times, yes, you would need us to be there for you. Just like there will be times that we would need you to be there for us. And without each other, we're just going to continue to destroy our community. But anyway, again, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below and then share it with the world. With that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.